Hey everybody, welcome back to Everyday Off-Road. Today we got a little bit of a different video for you guys. It's kind of cold outside right now, and I don't feel like working out there. Plus, I'm waiting for parts, so I think I would take this opportunity to share with you my slow cooker chili recipe. Now, this is not a spicy recipe, but like with anything, you can suit it to your tastes. Now, I personally prefer more of a savory chili, but it's a very, very easy recipe, one that anybody can do. I'm keeping an eye out over here right now because I got my ground beef browning. Most of what you're going to be dealing with will be in cans. I know. Whoa. But there is some cooking involved. Mainly, we got our slow cooker over here, or crock pot. We have 1 pound of ground beef, which is a 75-25 mix. We have 1 pound of ground pork, and a bunch of cans. So, without further ado, let me get you guys spun around because I'm using the rear-facing camera right now on this cell phone and show you what we got going over here. Alright, in a medium saucepan, or in this case a large cast iron pan, I have browned a little over 1 pound of ground beef, 75-25 mix. I'm going to turn on my crock pot to low. I'm not going to put this in right away. I need to drain some of this fluid out, some of this grease, some of this fat, because the pork is so lean that it's going to actually burn before it cooks. So we're going to strain some of this out. I have a nice pan here for that. You want to get all of it out, just a good portion of it. Like I said, we will be reusing this. Let's carefully put that to the side. Now this is your average crock pot that you can get just about anywhere. Nothing fancy. Let's put the ground beef in there. That will help warm the pot up. Now, I have 1 pound of ground pork. Now, if you like it spicy, you can use chorizo. If you want a little bit of Cajun, you can use some andouille sausage. Anything on that order, a pork product, so it's a beef and pork kind of chili. So let me get this in there with our rendered fat, and I'll be right back. Some things that I had prepared ahead of time, only because I was very energetic to say. Like I said, a lot of this stuff will be coming out of cans. Now, oops, sorry. These chopped onions that I have here are pearl onions that are in a brine. I put them through a hand chopper. You know the kind you just sit there and go. I have light red kidney beans. Now it's a 40-ounce can. They are drained and rinsed. You do not want the fluid that's with these to go in your chili. It does not mix well with the other flavors. Everything else that we have will be going in without any extra straining. Okay, we're back. Got our ground pork all rendered down. I did drain off a little bit of the fat, but for the most part, we have enough in here to put in with our ground beef. Now, like I had said, a lot of what you're going to be using comes out of a can. Ground beef and the ground pork are the only things you actually have to really cook. The onions, yes, you have to prepare ahead of time. But for the most part, this is going to be your tool of choice. Now, this may seem weird. Can of Sloppy Joe mix. I know, it sounds weird. It works. It's just enough of spices and tang. There will be enough fluids from the other cans to thin this out. This chili is a bean-based chili, so any of you guys out there that, oh, that ain't real chili, you know, just go away. I use cans of baked beans. That will be going in next. Now you can get all sorts of varieties of baked beans. I just go with the standard. Nothing fancy. Use the knife there again. Spatula. All the fluids, everything in. Does tend to get a little messy. I should have opened these up ahead of time, but I wasn't sure I was actually going to make the video. But this chili doesn't last very long around here because we just devour it. Now, one of the things you can do, you can serve it over mashed potatoes. You can serve it over egg noodles. Or, like me, ooh, eat it straight out of the bowl. Alright, that's not all. We have other things. Diced tomatoes. Now, I could have bought tomatoes myself and diced them, but this is so much easier because I don't have a lot of time to mess around chopping vegetables for chili. All of it goes in, juice and all. Mix this up again. Now, let's deal with our kidney beans. Like I said, these are light red kidney beans. This is a 40-ounce can. I'm not going to use all of this. I have something else planned for the rest of this. But I'm going to put about half of this in. About half. Maybe a little more. All the while, continually stirring. I found it's easiest to move the insert around. If yours doesn't have the insert, well, you poor bastards. Now, onto our rather potent onions. I'm going to use 1 heaping spoonful in there. And those are very potent. And let me tell you, the longer they stay out of the refrigerator, wow. You can add more later if you feel like you need to. Normally, I would be putting bacon in, but I want to try something different this time. I found this pack of, well, they're called bacon bits, but they're not the hard pebbles that you're used to with bacon bits. These are a little softer. So I'm going to try to put one packet of these bacon bits in. Let me show you. See, they're dry, but they're not rock hard. They got a little bit of moisture to them yet. I'll put one packet of that in. Now, remember this? This is the reduction juice from the ground beef and the ground pork. I'm gonna put half of that back in, just to add a little bit of moisture. All right, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this concoction? This is 3/4 cup of water, heat up in the microwave, and 1 packet of onion soup mix is allowed to steep in the hot water for a couple minutes till everything kind of blended real nicely. That will be going in also. Ooh, hey, make sure you get all the good bits. Good. For minced garlic, I could have minced it myself, but I don't feel like having my hands smell like garlic. Or my cutting board. Whew! This is some potent stuff. I'm going to use probably you know what? Let me do it this way. This way, I don't get hell. Choose one teaspoon, 1 heaping teaspoon of minced garlic. All right. We have ground ginger. This stuff is potent also. So I'm using about 1/4 teaspoon of the ground ginger. Oregano. It has a very large shaker top to it. So I like to 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 shakes. Maybe 10 shakes. White pepper. I could use the black pepper, but I like the tang that this adds. 2 shakes. And a pinch of salt. Now, a lot of the ingredients that I added in there had salt, mainly the beans and the tomatoes, so don't need a lot of salt. Let's mix this guy up. Where's my spoon? Right there. Let's get you a closer look at that. That looked good. Look at that. Don't that look good? I should taste some of that. Just to make sure. Let me get I was gonna grab that spoon. No, that was in the onions. Let me get a clean spoon here. Yeah. Taste a little bit of that. Oh, that's good. Put you back up here where you guys were. I know it's not something I normally do. I don't normally video cooking. I do believe that it could use a little bit more onion. Say another dose. All this time, the cooker has been on low. Now, you turn it up to high, find your lid, put the lid on there, and wait. How long? I'll let you know. There you go. Let it simmer for about 3 hours on high. Crank it down to low, and it's ready to go. And I can't tell you how good it smells in this house right now. This is some good stuff. So, there you go. Simple, easy chili recipe. Like I said, you can serve this over egg noodles, mashed potatoes, or just so. So, there you go. Until next time, I'm Mike. We'll catch you guys later.